So Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, I'll be presenting the first mission in the game. We're just landing in the outskirts of Sarajevo. We got here with our spotter. We're on our way into the city, and we will meet our contact, who will show us the spots where to gather evidence about the genocide taking place, which is our main objective. So the first big thing about Sniper Ghost Warrior is the technology we're using for the sequel. This time around we're on CryEngine 3, which allowed us to improve the visuals, of course, but also improve the AI and improve some of the mechanics of the gameplay. How we approached designing Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 was we literally made a list of things upon feedback when we released the first game, and wanted to address most of them. So we wanted to fix what didn't work in the first one. We took out what people didn't like from the first one. For example, run and gun sections in the game are out. This time around it's all about the sniper experience, but left the stuff people liked and were enjoying during gameplay. Like the ballistic factors. When lining up my shots, I have to compensate for the bullet drop. I have to take note of the wind strength and direction and compensate to the left, to the right when aiming. And also I have to think about the time the bullet needs to get to the target. So let's see if I can get this guy out. Hold my breath for the steady shot.
Now the one fixing the
and that's
right side.
That's him down.
Same distance. Slight wind from the east. Fire.
Oh. There you go.
Clean kill.
So if I would get compromised in this situation, I would still be okay to carry on playing. If I would be good enough to fight off the enemies who would already know where we are and they would simply start attacking, then I could carry on. So we don't finish. We don't give a game over screen once you compromise. So there's always like two ways to approach a situation. So as you can see, the CryEngine works quite well with Lightning, and it's a great renderer. For Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, we designed 3 different types of environments. The player will be taken, like in this mission, to the urban environments of Sarajevo, but will also be taken to the thick jungles of the Philippines, and the final act of the game takes place in the mountain areas, in Tibet in our case. Let me just catch up with our spotter. Use a handgun for the interiors. Right. So the spotter just performed a stealth kill. In fact, that's a new feature in Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, which we are able to perform. So if I'm stealthy enough and I'm able to approach an enemy undetected, I could knife him and save bullets or avoid being compromised.
Engage on my call. First mark on the left side of the building having a smoke. End it.
So in Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, it is crucial to work with your spotter. And like I said, we could ignore his commands and alarm the enemies, but that would make us have to fight the enemies head to head, which is not always a good thing to do. Usually it's much better to keep it low and stay hidden, unless we have a better position and use distance to our advantage, and then we can feel much safer. And short distances like these, it might be pretty tough because they would they'll try to shorten the distance, and once we're in their shooting range, we would be in deep trouble. Alright, so these guys are the ones to mess with, quite a couple. We're just gonna hide and wait for them to pass.
Quiet. Hold it. Don't budge.
Work on the armor and infantry switch. I saw a house full of Bosnians attack one of our tanks with rifles and crocs yesterday.
Like I said, they're fools. They'll be wiped out soon enough.
Keep your eyes open and your mouths shut. Civilians will be taken into custody immediately. Anyone else? Shoot on sight.
Yes, sir.
On me.
That went pretty smooth. We're okay to carry on.